Rainbow Friends existed in real life, but they looked different. You will know about terrifyingly amazing coincidences. This is Rainbow TV show, episode Friends. I literally accidentally stumbled on the internet on a suspiciously similar name to the Rainbow Friends game, Rainbow TV show. And guess what this TV show is about? It's about colorful plush friends, and it's all set in a mini rainbow studio. The show was created in 1972. And basically 4 actors participated in it. These are monster friends and 1 show host. From time to time, musicians appeared in the show, and monsters were played by different actors. Show hosts for the entire time of the TV show, as I understand it, was 2. And some things in the show are quite frightening. Yes, it was for children, went on British television, promoted kindness and decency. But something frightening, something that only players of Rainbow Friends in Roblox will understand, I will now tell. There are 4 characters in the main roles. These are 3 monsters. Bungle, a big sluggish and clumsy bear, and it was a man in a suit, and 2 puppet toys. This is a pink giggling hippo George and an orange restless rampant zippy monster. And the most important one character is the host of the show, Jeffrey Hayes. He was very popular, but before him there was another host, David Cook. And Hayes led the program from its 3rd season in 1974 to 1981. Can you imagine how long the show has been on? And why is no one mentioning it? The show sang songs, told stories, and touched on the topic of education in a special way. The show changed several times, the puppet actors and the format of the show changed, but the action essentially took place in a rainbow house. A kind of studio where toys sat at the table. The toys essentially parodied children of different characters. And the host was a kind of overseer who controlled the possible chaos and watched his toy counterparts. Reminds me of the red monster, right? The zippy device turned out to be the most terrible part of the show for me. It was a yellow, not restless monster. Talkative and boastful jokes were formed on his statements in the show. But when the zippy really bothered everyone, the host just took and closed his mouth with a zipper. And he couldn't speak. It's like a mute in Discord from the admin. Hippo George was shy but extroverted. And Bear Bungle was a kind of older kid to wit who, on the last gasp of the show, was also made the head of the institution, redesigning the appearance, and the host was simply removed. And the action of the show was already unfolded in a toy store. It cannot be said that one of the characters looks like a green one. No, there were no blind heroes in the program, but Bungle is actually similar to Blue with its kind of clumsiness. By the way, there is something so bearish about Blue. And Zippo could pass for orange with his restlessness and activity. I can't comment on his treat with food, as I can't just watch the whole show. But he did a very interesting commercial that is so old movie that I'm going to put it in the video. And I'll tell you what they could take from the Zippy and give it to the orange monster. Zippy demands food, and on the 3rd time when he screams, "Where is my breakfast?"
I'm really hungry. I said I'm really hungry.
He starts freaking out and hits the table. Then some sticks are brought to him. I honestly don't understand what it is. And the Zippy closes his mouth after what he sees. Zippy is clearly some kind of unbalanced. Maybe the creators of Rainbow Friends, that's why they made an eternally hungry orange crocodile. Maybe they like the behavior of Zippy. For the record, the Zippy from that show was a star of show, and even toured as part of the Rainbow Disco Roadshow in real life, where he acted as a dance floor star at student discos. To think that plush monsters were so popular back in the day. Why Rainbow Friends missed their chance at Roblox? Solve the second part, hey! Okay, everything is cool, the monster TV show popular in the 80s and 90s is certainly cool. But perhaps the facts above do not convince you of the resemblance to Rainbow Friends in Roblox. Then listen to this. There is an episode in the Rainbow show that is called Friends. It out in September 1990. Its short story goes like this. George has a pen friend named Georgina. Jeffrey is helping his friend Bob with his car. Bungle meets new neighbor Dawn and becomes her special friend. Only Zippy has no one to play a game of football with. In this episode, the monsters find new friends and only the restless Zippy is left alone. It's pretty sad. When I learned about the existence of this episode, a thought came to my mind. But what if the concept of Rainbow TV show was adopted by the creators of Rainbow Friends in Roblox? Do you remember the museum? Do you remember the sketchbook with characters for the TV show? The only difference is that on the TV show, cartoon friends performed in the game. But the idea is straight to the point, and the rooms are specially decorated for different programs of the show. Monster show with real monsters. Unfortunately, there are not so many recordings with this Rainbow show that are freely available on the internet, so I can't make it out to the smallest detail. But I think the basic concept is clear to you. Rainbow is a kind of show analog of the famous Sesame Street, which I think is why something more famous. In general, if you suddenly live in Britain and saw this show, tell us about it in the comments. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.